I am going to be starting my Pacific Crest Trail through hike soon. This is all the gear that I'm going to be starting my trip with. I've used most of this gear for years already, and I'm pretty familiar with it, and I'm making some adjustments for starting in the desert. Keep in mind that what works for me may not work for you. Hopefully you can take some inspiration from this list. I will include a link to my lighter pack gear list in the description, so you can also take a look at that. I'll start with my clothing. I will be wearing the Ultra Lone Peak, lots of space for the toes. I've got Darn Tough socks. I have some sun gloves from REI. The Patagonia Barely bra and panties, and this Crater Lake Sun hoodie from Mountain Hardwear. Got the Alpine Light pants from Black Diamond. Bandana. Mostly I like to dunk this in water and then tie it around my neck to stay cool. These are the Smith long fin sunglasses. Timex Expedition watch. Little emergency whistle. Tiny Swiss Army knife. I keep these things in my pocket. And Black Diamond distance hat. Next, I will show you my backpack. This is the Z-Packs Arc Haul. I added these hip belt pockets. They're really roomy and they hold all the food that I'm going to eat in the day while I'm hiking. Usually also keep my tripod in there. This is the tripod I'll be using with my phone. It is the Joby GorillaPod Mobile Mini. I also have this thing. I'm going to try and use it for attaching my phone to like my chest strap on my backpack so that I can get some POV shots. I added these water bottle pockets on the front. They're from Justin's UL on Etsy. And I like that it balances out the weight, puts a little weight on the front to balance out the backpack. I like to drink out of a straw. That way I don't have to take the bottles in and out of the pocket. I can just have a sip. On this side, I've got my umbrella. I probably won't carry this for the whole trail, but I don't handle the heat very well, so I'm going to use this for shade. And it's also awesome in the rain and hail. I've got the Sawyer Squeeze with the 2-liter CNOC bladder. This is going to be new for me on this hike. I've been using the Be Free quite a bit in recent years. I really like the Be Free, but it does get clogged up when there's a lot of stuff in the water. And I just thought this might last a little bit longer with the type of water sources that are in Southern California. But I may switch out to the Be Free somewhere along the trail. This is some toiletries that I like to have handy while I'm hiking. I've got sunscreen and lip balm, toothbrush, floss, and some toothpaste tabs, soap, baby wipes, and some ibuprofen. In the back pocket here, Kula cloth, and my trowel and some toilet paper. These are the Black Diamond Trail Pro Shock trekking poles. On this side I have some more water bottles, cold soaking container. This is an empty peanut butter jar, and my spoon. On top of the pack I have the Z-Lite Soul sleeping pad. It's really convenient. I do have inflatables as well, but this one's just so quick and easy. Now I'll show you what is inside the pack. This is the Z-Packs duplex tent. My rain gear. This is the Enlightened Equipment Visp jacket and pants. The jacket has pit zips, and the pants have a little zip at the bottom of the leg. They're really light and they compress really small. Bug net. This is a light load towel. It's really great for wiping off the tent if there's any condensation inside or it's wet outside and I'm packing up. Washing machine. This little dry bag has my electronics and some other first aid and emergency gear. I'll show you what's inside. This is a charger and it has 2 ports. Garmin InReach Mini, personal locator beacon, and satellite communicator. Nightcore headlamp. I've got 3 of these 10,000 milliamp hour batteries for charging all of my electronics. Charging cables and earbuds. I've got these reading glasses and a lens cleaning cloth. And some other first aid and repair and other emergency items. So there's a tiny lighter, a sewing needle, my permit, got an N95 mask, some leukotape, duct tape, repair patches, medications, band-aids, first aid stuff. And that is it for my emergency and electronics kit. This is extra toilet paper and tampons. So they say you pack your fears. Apparently this is one of mine. This is a Z-Packs food bag. I'm used to using a bear can in the Sierra because that's where I've done most of my backpacking. So this will be a nice change. Sea to Summit inflatable pillow. This is the Gossamer Gear Thin Light Pad. It's just a little thin pad that I'm gonna combine with the Z-Lite for sleeping. I find that the Z-Lite on its own is not quite enough for me in terms of cushioning and insulation, and adding this a little bit more really makes a big difference. So I've got my sleeping bag inside of this pack liner. I got spare socks, spare underwear. I love these waterproof gloves from Crosspoint Gear. This is the Torrid jacket from Enlightened Equipment. This is a wool neck tube. Mostly I use it as an eye mask for sleeping because I have trouble sleeping if there's light, even from the moon. It also makes a good hat, and I find that it keeps my face warm while I'm sleeping. This is the Enlightened Equipment Enigma 0 Degree Quilt. I love this thing, it's so cozy. There is not much snow in Southern California at the moment, but if it does snow, I can pick up my ice axe. I've got the Camp Corsa, and also I've got the Catula micro spikes. So my husband will be visiting me along the trail, and I can always grab those from him if I need them. According to Lighter Pack, my base weight is about 10.8 pounds, which is not bad, but would love to lighten it up further. Let me know if you have any suggestions for where I could lighten my pack. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.